Of one, and we are going to be doing a little something different this week from last week, which was Okami. And Mega Man 11. We're going to do Okami again next week, so we're going to enjoy some Spyro Reignited trilogy this week. So I'll be back in a couple minutes after I send this out. See you guys then. Hey, hello. Oh, and hello there, poll 7645. Oh, it was your collectathon series. I love Spyro back in the day, though. Let me see. I'm trying to think. I haven't actually had a PlayStation for a long time. Like, a really long time. So, I have not actually played the original Spyro the Dragon in such a long time. I have played Ripto's Rage, though. I do have Ripto's Rage on my PlayStation. But, of course, the thing is, the PlayStation 4 won't play PlayStation games. Because logic. So, I have not played the original Spyro the Dragon in a long time. We are going to start in a couple minutes. I just want to give people a chance to show up if anyone's going to show up before I start. But I am really looking forward to this because this has been announced a while ago, and I love the original Spyro games, but they have not aged very well. Like, gameplay-wise, they've aged decently. Graphics-wise, no, they have not aged all that well. So I'm looking forward to this, especially because it's basically a graphic update mainly. I have heard there are a couple things that they did that they probably should not have done. Like, I know that they have apparently did not keep one game mechanic from Spyro, the second Spyro game, and put it back into the previous ones, which they really should have. So, we'll see on that front. But, yeah, Spyro is just one of those games that I've really always liked. I love all of the Spyro versions of Spyro. I love Spyro, the original classic series. I love the Legend series. I even like Skylanders, even if it was a really bad idea to name the first one Spyro's Adventure, when Spyro is just one Skylander out of a bunch of them, and they really should have done something more with that. Like, that really disappoints me. Like, I don't hate Skylanders like a lot of people do. In fact, I really like Skylanders. I've got an entire collection of them. Well, not the entire collection, but I have a huge number of them in the drawer directly in front of me. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, right here in front of me. Like, I have an entire drawer full of Skylanders directly in front of me. So, it's one of those things where I like Skylanders. I think that the Skylanders design is probably the worst of the three. Now, in terms of design, I think Legends and the original are about on par. I don't really see much difference between them in their young forms. Like, Teen Legends Spyro is actually really cool looking. I really do like the Teenage Legends Spyro, because that was something we've never seen before. You still there? Okay, guess not. Or my computer downstairs watching this decided to no longer cooperate, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, when the clock hits 8 o'clock, we'll do it. We're going to start when the in-game timer hits 8, just to give people more time to show up. But, huh, that's weird. Okay, crashed. Okay, that's annoying. Well, there's always a 10-second delay with the chat. That always will happen. There's nothing to do about that. But one thing I do hope is that this game does well. I mean, this does well enough, and it looks like it will, that they'll remake some of the other games. Like, maybe remake the other classic titles, but actually give them more polish. Okay, we are going to start now, but I feel... accept license and agreement policy. Okay. Why is this... Okay, this is something that I've never had to actually look at before. Oh, and it's one of those things that makes you... Okay. Why is this a thing? Like, okay, why, though? Like, why do I have to agree to this? This is the first time a PS4 game's ever made me have to agree with something like this. I'm just trying to see if there's anything saying I might get in trouble for live streaming this, which is... Okay. Oh, so it's basically a PSN thing. Okay, I was just checking to make sure it does not say anything about banning of live streaming, which is really stupid. Okay, accept. Okay, now we're going to, of course, start with Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, other underrated platformers would be really cool. Like, there's a lot of... PlayStation had some really good platformers. We're going to, of course, start with Spyro the Dragon, the original. Now, I will say, I am going into this completely blind. I have absolutely no idea what changes they've made or something, or anything like that. So, any changes that have been made to this game, I don't know. In the world of dragons. Okay, it's loading, apparently. But, so I have absolutely no idea how this game has been changed from the original. Huh?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, that's cool! Okay, that is actually really cool!
Or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure. Or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character?
Oh, I 100% of the games too back then, but... But I just haven't played the original in such a long time.
Simple.
So that's Nork. Oh, so that's what he looks like. I mean, I saw a still picture of him, but that actually looks really cool.
Ugly? That does it.
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Okay, that seems actually a lot cooler than the old one. Because we actually get to see more of Nork there, which I like. Okay. First thing I noticed. The dragons now have unique designs to them. That is cool. And Spyro looks cool. Like, I like how Spyro looks. I've actually heard the creator of the game, Spyro's original design, say that this is basically the most accurate to his original design they've ever done. So I do like that. Sparks is a little odd, but he still looks like Sparks. Like, that's still definitely Sparks. So, and one thing, I've actually never played this game with a DualShock controller. I don't even know if it works on it. Oh, it feels so much better to have a free controlling camera. Like, other than just using the shoulder buttons. Give credit to the original for making all their cutscenes real time without the engine, with the engine rather than instead of using FMVs. I can agree with that, but I do say I like the cutscene better in terms of presentation. Like, in terms of actually being a cut of what we get to see. We get more of Nork's character. The dragons have unique designs. So, kind of, I can appreciate that, but at the same time, I like the new cutscene. I like Nork actually having a bit more character to him. Because in the original, he just kind of stood there and he did his thing. Oh, well, in all honesty, I prefer the free roaming camera. But anyway, let's get started here. Nestor. And again, I love these designs. I really do. Like, I love all these unique designs that these dragons have.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, that is cool.
Hi, Spyro.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see. Anything around here I can look at? Oh, there's something. I have not memorized the old levels. I will say that right now. So I know there's a lot of people who... apparently these levels are very faithful to the original in terms of layout. Yeah, he does sound very good. Okay, come here. Come back here. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. I will say that that was a little bit disorientating, but that might just be that it's different than Ripto's Rage was very similar though. Like just from my brief playing of Ripto's Rage, the controls are very similar, but they feel more fluid and fast. But that might be because I'm not used to using I was used to using the pad controls, because I've never used a DualShock for this game. I don't even know if that, in that case, it actually would let you control it with those. But yeah, he's doing a good job. Spyro's voice actor is doing a really good job. Delben.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have
That was
much
a
to
cool
learn
design.
first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
His
name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Okay. I also find that is one thing different between the original... Come back here! That actually feels really satisfying to do. I mean, yeah, they're cowering, but at the same time, they're also... I like the Nork's new designs, also. Yeah, so, thoughts so far? The controls are really responsive. Like, these controls are very responsive. In fact, I'd almost say they're too... It's gonna sound weird, but to a degree, I think they're too responsive, almost. I know that sounds really weird to say, but on some level, like... It might just be that I'm used to controlling it with the, gamepad. That's probably what it was. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that they added skill points to the original Spyro game, which I like. Let's see, can I actually turn on subtitles? I'm hoping I can do that. Okay, so we can't turn on subtitles. That's kind of annoying. Okay, now I can go to Stone Hill right now, but let's explore around here first. But I will say this looks beautiful. Like, this game world is so beautiful. Like, this is just a beautiful game world. Yeah, that is true. I think Ripto's Rage had... No, Ripto's Rage had text boxes. That's what it was. Or at least the copy of Ripto's Rage I have has text boxes. There, gotcha. But design-wise, this is beautiful. Like, this game looks... Oh, that is some... Okay, I know that that's an unusual thing to comment on, but this is... The water here is beautiful. Oh, yeah, that's right. Also, I know all three villains got their, got redesigned. All three villains I know got redesigns, which I like Nork's. I do really like Nork's redesign, especially seeing it in motion. Because I had, and there's the sheep. One thing I am going to say, I really do... Oh, there's another dragon. Tama.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
I love these dragons' new designs. I really do. Like, all these, the unique designs for the dragons really is cool. Especially because The Legend of Spyro gave the dragons unique designs, too. Oh, hey, XX. Hey, XX. Glad you can make it. Sorry you missed, though, to be fair, it's Spyro. The opening cinematic was basically North gets mad at the dragons and does things. Oh, okay. You really didn't miss much. Okay, so you might be commenting on things that are past. Okay. So can I actually... I think I can... no I can't. I thought I could replay the opening cutscene. Okay, skill points. Alright. Alright, keep in mind that if you comment, I will be you will probably be hearing me if you're going back to the beginning of the stream. Or are you watching it on two different computers? I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. Okay, so I think I know what I have to do. Okay, town square, but of course I want to get all these jewels because Moneybags will eventually ask for jewels to let me into various places. So always need jewels in Spyro. Okay, is that everywhere that? Because apparently I'll have to go into the other into these other portals. So far, really liking this. Oh, okay. You can do that. Was that in the original? I can't remember if the barrel roll thing was in the original or not. If it is in Ripto's Rage, I didn't know how to do it. But yeah, so far we're really liking this. Okay, let's free another dragon. Argus.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Okay, I found all 4 dragons in this place, and they're sheep. Which I don't need to burn yet, so I won't. Okay, so we got Stone Hill. I think the other one's down here, or is that where the balloonist is? No, Town Square up there. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so maybe killing something. Hey, Trooper! You didn't miss much. You just missed the opening cutscene, which was actually really cool because I like the opening cutscene. Okay, so naturally the first place to go is over here. Oh, okay. That does that. Okay. Hey, Trooper. Whoa. Okay, that's actually kind of more interesting. Like, that is... Like, his flight animation's better. But, so far, I'm really enjoying this. Like, so far, this is really cool. And really nostalgic, honestly. Like, it's been forever since I've played the original Legend of Spyro. Like, again, the most recent game I've played was Ripto's Rage. And I haven't... I basically started replaying that again yesterday. Like, I played it when I got my new PlayStation, and now I'm replaying it. Okay, hello, sheep. Yeah, okay. So, let's get to this. This game doesn't have a manual, so I honestly cannot tell why. And I didn't mean to jump down there. Well, but I found a dragon, so that's good. Oh, yeah, the goats look like goats in this game. Which, I know it sounds weird, but I remember the goats from Ripto, so the goats were also in Ripto, so... I forget how to open these. Okay, let's create this. Gavan. Gavan! If you don't know Japanese stuff, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he
I love
eats
these new
butterflies,
designs.
he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
But I don't know why Spyro was missed. I assume it was one of the... They might have added a cutscene or something to explain why Nork missed him. I don't know. This game doesn't have a manual. I'm assuming it probably is because Nork was just like, oh, tiny dragon, I don't have to worry about it. Or Nork might just have been angry at the big dragons. Or he might have interpreted Spyro running off saying, I have things to do as running away. That's one way I would interpret it, but... kind of hard to tell. Okay, which way should I go? To be fair, I think the idea is always that Nork is not the most intelligent baddie. He's more of the muscular guy, but at the same time he is smart enough to figure out how to petrify the dragon, so... Rescued Aster. Oh, that's a cool design.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
So, yeah, Nork might not just be be very smart, but at the same time he was smart enough to figure out, like, how to turn all the dragons into crystal. So... I guess Nork is smart in some ways, but not very smart in others. Okay, let's actually... Okay, I went that way, so let's go this way. Again, I don't remember the layout from the old games to know how accurate this is to the old games. Okay, where are you? I like that burst into dark, like, magic that they do now. Like, that's a cool effect, and that is a really cool effect. Okay, I hear something, like... Is that sparks? Also, I will say the sound effects in this game are... the sound effects in the old game can kind of be annoying in some places. Like, Nork's always been a very interesting fight, interesting bad. See. Oh, that's cool! So you're not actually, so they kind of just teleport away. Okay, that's kind of interesting. They have more that's, okay, this is cool. I'm enjoying this so far. Like I feel like that there being a distinction between the animals disappearing and the enemies being disappearing is kind of cool. Again, do remember that if any of the stuff I'm commenting on as new was in the original the original Spyro the Dragon, I have not played the original Spyro Dragon in a long time because I didn't have a PlayStation. I only have Ripto's Rage, so a lot of what I'm acting on is just me playing through Ripto's Rage again. But I do remember a lot of from the original game, but not enough to memorize it. Ooh,
Spyro,
cool.
my friend. How about a hint on
painter
gliding?
dragon.
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
Okay, so I want to get over there. Let me see. Also, I love the Spyro's model. Again, this is one of those things where design-wise, this game is beautiful. Like, this game is really beautiful. And I like that they took advantage of the fact that this is not that they completely remade the game to add stuff like unique character models for the dragons and there you are. Come here. Okay, I remember you. I definitely remember something like... Yeah. Okay, got a dragon egg. Yeah, they did add skill points, which I like that they did that. Okay, can't get up there. Like, really, everything that so far I've played in this game has been really cool. So I hear there is some problem with the second and third games, and okay, it's invisible walls. So that's okay. So it's basically that's the invisible wall. Okay. I mean, I will also note I'm not trying to 100% this game because that's just not really something I'm not trying to 100%. Yeah, I'm not burning all the sheep. Though I will burn. Like that's Spyro. Like that's the big. Like that is one of those recurring things in Spyro is burning the sheep and everything. Yeah, I'm just not one of the kill everything in my path kind of players unless it's evil. Like, if it's like, I'm Finn from Adventure Time most of the time. I'll kill anything so long as it's evil. Okay, I think that was everything over there. Let's see, what are my skill points in this level, actually? Skill points. Burn the hidden pink tulip. So I've got to find a tulip and burn it. I want the skill point. Also, I'm not sure if they want me to mention it, but this game was actually a gift from a friend of mine. So if you see this video, dude, thank you. Thank you very, very much for this game. Rescued Lindar. Oh, I like his
Step on
design.
one of their platforms, you're saving your progress.
That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I like his design. He has a really cool design. Now if I want to get a skill point, I need to find that tulip, but I'm not going to look too hard because, again, I'm not the 100% completionist type. Okay, see you when you get back, Trooper. Well, not see you, but read your comments when you get back. Oh, okay, thank you for the hint. Ah! Thank you. Ooh, and that must be the key for that one thing. Alright, Spyro can't swim. Well, now I actually do need to kill a sheep. I keep somehow that slipped my mind that Spyro can't swim. I don't know how that managed to slip my mind. Oh, right, it was down in the well. That's right. Also, I like the design for when you do that. Where's these things? But yeah, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Like, so far, I'm loving this. Let's see. I am going to take a brief look around to see if I can find that tulip, but I'm not going to, like... Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Legend Spyro can actually swim, though. No, well, actually, no, I don't think we ever find out if he can swim, because most of the, like, at least most of the time I remember, a lot of that was, what do you call it? Like, a lot of the time it's like poison or something like that, so of course he dies in it. So I will say, I personally kind of think that Legend Spyro, of the three Spyros, is probably the strongest one. Like, at least in terms of power. I know there will be some purists who don't like that opinion, but I really don't give a darn. Ooh, was that it? No, that was a gem. I could care less what the purists think, because I play these games because I like them. I don't really care. Like, so long as Spyro feels like Spyro to me, you know, you can change stuff about him, so long as you keep the character fundamentally the same. Like, Spyro at his core is not, like, despite the whole with attitude thing they try to push on him, I wouldn't call him an anti-hero, like, even back in the classic series. Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the next level now. Oh, I was very close to the tulip, dang it. But, yeah, I basically like all three Spyros. And if you consider this Spyro a different incarnation than the classic Spyro, which I'm not sure why you would, because he's basically the same Spyro, just with an updated look to him. I think this is the best, like... I think this is a better design, for Spyro than the... Like, I think this is a really good design for Spyro. It's definitely better than Skylander's design for him. Like, even though I like Skylanders, I do agree that, for the most part, the design is not the greatest. I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but I don't really think that... but I think the other two designs are just way better. Okay, a dark shadow, here we come. But, yeah, I think that out of all the, like... I think that even compared to the classic Spyro in the PlayStation 1 graphics, which, again, PlayStation 1 was good for its time, but hasn't aged entirely well. Like, Hunter and Ripto's Rage kind of I think, literally gave me nightmares. Mainly the mouth. But, they were great for their day. That is something I remember from playing Ripto's Rage, is that those guys try to get you with their shield. Well, I have a head that can bat through steel, apparently. Okay. Okay, that's a key chest. Ow. Okay, that's taken care of. I'll heal Spark for a second. Because there's some frogs back there I can kill. Albon.
Oh, it's you.
Ooh, okay, I like his
wasn't sure if
design.
you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
That said, I do kind of find it. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I remember the game designers actually saying that they did some redesigns to this, but they did the redesigns in a interesting way. Like, they changed some of the weapons... Ow. Come here, frog. I need your butterfly. They did some really interesting redesigns. And we'll get to that later on, but the redesigns they did are interesting because they weren't just, oh, we have to do some... Yeah, that is cool. They did that is cool that they gave this a more of an interesting design. Because this does have a real, like, this is a really interesting design. Yeah, okay, I guess that could be considered censorship, which I can understand if you don't like it.
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Okay, I can understand that not being, you know, that being something you don't really like. I don't particularly care. Like, I think, I will... Ooh, light my fire. I have a feeling that that's something I need to keep an eye on. Okay, there's gotta be somewhere else I can go at this point. Okay, I'll get the chest in the pit. Let me see. Is there anywhere else I can fly from here? Like up here's where that dragon was. I don't think I can... Ha! I'm gonna admit it, I kind of like the whole, to a degree, I kind of think that the sheep suddenly having their fleece burned off is a bit funnier than them just bursting into flames. I kind of think that's funnier. Oswin.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Okay, that's all of them. Okay, so I can still do that, which is cool. So they kept that even though, you know, now it's got the joystick camera controls, which honestly I prefer the joystick camera controls. But I kind of admit, I kind of think that it's funnier to have the sheep, that happen to the sheep. I honestly think that's a bit fun, more fun. It's a bit more cartoony, and this game has a pretty cartoony aesthetic, so to a degree... Yeah, I was going back to get it. I got the keys floating right here. Ew, okay, that's how I get over there. Okay, whoops. Got an extra life. Good. Alright, down here is where that key was. But, yeah, I guess it's personal preference. Like, I can see, yeah, it's being censorship, but to a degree, I think it's censorship that's actually kind of funny. Like, if you've got, like, if they really were made to censor that, which I don't know if they were or not, they at least censored it in a funny way that still works. Like, they could, like, at least it still is funny. Because Spyro, like, that's the thing, Spyro is meant to have some comedy to him. He's meant to be, like, especially classic Spyro. Now, I can fight the boss. I think I can actually fight the boss and move on to the next area now, but there's still one more area to go in this. So I'm just going to go do that. Let me see, guidebook. Actually, I managed to get a pretty close to 100, close thing there anyway. Okay, town square. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't really. I don't find I completely respect if you consider that censorship and don't like it. I'm not too broken up about it because it's still something that feels Spyro. Okay, I could go that way, but there's also a boss at this stage I can fight, and I also want to do the last thing. So I think it's personal preference, and I completely respect if you don't like it. Though they still burst into, like, I think you still do kill them if you run into them. Like, I think if I headbutt the sheep, it still Yeah, it still, like, poofs into fur. So I think that was more an artistic decision than anything else. No, I got all the ones up here. Like I said, I don't really care about 100%ing the game on a live stream. If I want 100% the game, I more often than not will do that on my own. Spyro is such a cool character. Like, I love his design. Like, he's got one of those iconic designs. You know, one thing I do really wish we would get, in all honesty, I wish we would get a Spyro Generations. Like, you know, how Sonic got a Generations. What happened if I burn? Okay, now these burn. So no, I don't think that was censorship. I think that was just a artistic choice. Nil it. Okay, he's a French dragon.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
I like how they work the mustache in there. Like, I like how they work that mustache in. It's kind of that beard that they would do for the, like the whiskers a Chinese, like the whiskers a Chinese dragon has. I like that they gave it, that's how they incorporated the mustache into that guy. That's a cool design touch. I really do like that. Yeah, I forget how to do this. Again, I don't remember how to do all these things. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can get up there, but that's not the way. Also, I said it in the you know, my talking at the pre-show, which XS probably knows about. Devlin.
Thanks,
That's
Spyro. Cool. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Oh, way to thank me for saving your life. Okay, here's one of the egg thieves. He's up there somewhere. I'll get him when I get up there. XX, you gotta remember that if you're... We don't get what here? Like, what are you talking about? Well, way to thank me for saving your life. Oh, okay, that. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. Okay, that's cool.
Did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
I love the original designs. How do I get over there? I'm clearly missing something here. How do I get up there? Okay, I think I might know. Yeah, there we go. Where'd he go? Can I get him? Where'd he go? Okay, I thought I got him. Or did he like teleport back to start or something? Oh yeah, he teleported back there. Okay. Him I'm going to get. I'm definitely going to get him. So essentially, if I don't get him in time, he jumps back up there. Okay. Yeah, this one's probably going to be an annoying to get. Oh, wait. No, I can't do it. Okay, this guy's going to be an annoying little one to get. If I don't get him a couple more tries, I might just skip him and come back to him on my own time. And now I can't even get over here. Just instead. Okay. But then again, I think the whole idea of these guys is to be as annoying as physically possible. So that's... Okay. Sorry if I get a little serious here. I know if there's a way I'm missing here, please tell me, because do remember I have not played the original Spyro the Dragon in forever. You know, I am going to get you eventually. Flame them when you get close. It's that easier that way. Yeah, it probably is. Got him. You know, that is actually a good point, is that dragons are carnivores, so, like, that's one reason I don't have problems with him killing things, because he's a carnivore, and, you know, he's a predator. And now there's stuff I can get to from up here that I couldn't otherwise get to, so I need to... there's a dragon I have to get up here. Yeah, I guess extra lot, because, yeah, these games are not very difficult. Like, Spyro, I don't think Spyro's ever really been very difficult. Hey, welcome back, Trooper! Hey, but at least Spyro gets to have cooked beef. Thor!
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
Okay, was that all the dragons, or am I missing a dragon? Okay, I still have one dragon left. So, where's the last dragon at? Yeah, that can, like, that's one of those things, like, where's the last dragon, though? Like, that I'm more concerned about than the last gem, though. On one hand, like, they did need to make the flutter jump a thing, like, not the flutter jump, the, thing where I can't remember what it's called. I know what it is, because I just played Ripto's Rage, and it's a big gameplay mechanic there, where if you're gliding and press, triangle, you do something that gets you extra height. Where here, it just kind of ends your glide, which, yeah, that I recall. Now, where is the last dragon? I need to find the last dragon. I'm missing one. I know I don't have, like, that's gonna bug me, because that's saving someone. And that bugs me. Like, when I can save a character in a video game and don't, that bugs me. Yeah, hover. Well, yeah, you didn't have it in Spyro 1, but it did have it in the others, and apparently it's not in this game at all. Like, apparently, they might have tweaked things to make it possible, but it apparently makes a lot of parts of Spyro's 2 and 3 more difficult. Which I don't mind, but... Okay, where's that? There's the last unicorn. Like, that is definitely one. Where is that last dragon? Yeah, that looks like it'll be instant death. I'm clearly missing something here. Because I'm clearly missing a dragon. Like, I don't care if I don't get all the gems. I really don't. But I do care if I miss a dragon. Where are you? According to the guidebook, I'm still missing. Oh! Doy. Iconically different from each other. Yeah, they're not really all that different from each other. Like, yes, Legend Spyro is more serious, but he still has his humor. And he's... like, Legend Spyro is more serious, where Classic Spyro is more comical. But they both are driven by wanting to help people for the sake of helping them. Like, yes, you could argue that, and I think that was all of the stages in this level. So I think it's time to go after the boss. I think it was this way. Yeah, it was. Okay, boss time, Toasty. Now let's see this redesign. Can't... Let's see this redesign, because I have not seen Toasty's redesign. I really have not. I don't know what he looks like. I've seen glimpses of Rip Toes, and I've seen a pretty good image of the Sorceress. Before I played this game, I saw a still image of Nork. Joke with the itch. Okay, first death. Reigniting, okay, actually, that's clever. Okay, is there any like... Okay, thanks for the tip there. But seriously, no... No health pickups here? Oh, really? And I'm dead. Okay, now that is... I tend to remember... I think I remember this part from the original, and I tend to remember it not being the most enjoyable of times. He talked in the Japanese version. Okay, getting better at that. And I get the joke. what do they do with the dragon egg? I don't know. Like, with what we find out in Year of the Dragon, there's some things you can do with baby dragons that... Okay. Like, we do have to remember that Year of the Dragon kind of shows some very, very horrible things you can... very powerful but very horrible things you can do with dragons. I admit, I do always find that a bit of a cheap shot that you have having a bunch of enemies right before a boss. Like, just a boss-only level and there's a bunch of enemies. That I do find a little cheap, but... yeah, this game otherwise is not exceptionally challenging. So, I mean, it's still challenging, but not, like, super hardcore. I think of the two, Crash was always the more difficult one. Nevin. Oh, that's cool. I like all these new unique designs.
One of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
Okay, he's a terrifying scarecrow now. Okay. And it's a sheep. That's right. Okay, one down. And I'm dead. That is funny. Hey, XX, you wanted a toasted sheep. I mean, you wanted to see us burn a sheep. So, guess you get to see that now. So, hey, XX, you wanted a burned sheep. Well, here you go. Okay, where? Hey, XX, you wanted a burned sheep. There you go. We got to burn a sheep. Now, is that all I needed to do here? Yeah. Well, I'm one gem short. Yeah. To be fair, I don't know, given this is a boss level, I'm not sure where the last gem could be, to be honest. Ah, there's the last gem. I managed 100% to complete a level. Yes, it's a boss level, but... And there's his scythe, which... Yeah, that was a cool one. Okay, first boss defeated and first area cleared. Yeah, I like that redesign. That's a good redesign. Okay, hey sheep, I apologize, but I need your butterfly. Okay, I think that's everything. Also, I like the Norks redesign too. Like overall, it's a cool design. Trooper, what would his power be? The power of sheep? Okay, on to the next level. Does this game autosave? How do I save? Like, on Ripto's Rage, it's not a clearly choosable thing.
Wow! I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro.
Oh, and just to give everyone the option, while I like the soundtrack to this game, we can actually switch back to the classic soundtrack. This game does have the classic soundtrack as an option if you want it.
You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go?
So if you guys want me to change to the classic soundtrack, feel free to request that. I personally like this soundtrack. It's actually a pretty cool soundtrack. Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Because I know in Ripto's Rage, it's just something you can do anytime you want to. Spyro looks cute in that basket. Okay, and one dragon to rescue right off the bat. Rescued Titan.
Welcome to Peace.
Okay, that is a cool design.
Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Alright, actually I better...
Hi, Spyro.
No way. Can I do something with this? Yes, I can. Okay. Here, enjoy. Yeah, I think they actually have a shout out to that in oh, that's definitely death. Okay, this is an overworld. Oh, bomb the bunnies. I don't think I can do that. There's a skill point for doing that. Yep, skill point. Do I really want to hurt them? I mean, they're just stuck in there. They kind of retreated into their huts. Okay, now you die. You know, I was considering sparing you, but then you had to go and moon me, and then I'll just, are all of you gonna do that? Okay, yeah, they clearly are just... Thank you, the dodge rolling, like, was the dodge rolling in the original game? Also, I find it, for some reason I find Spyro adorable doing that. Because I don't remember, because in Ripto's Rage I can't remember if it's there or not. Ow. At least it's not insta-death water. Magnet.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job.
I take it you're an Earth Dragon.
Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
I think that the way Spyro has always explained it is that you get saved somehow and get to go back, at least in these cases. Then again, in the Legends timeline, Spyro has time powers, so... It's hard to tell in the Legends continuity, to be honest. Like in the Legends continuity, Spyro has time powers. Oh yes, bottomless pits, the enemy of any platforming hero. Oh, I need to use a cannon for the chest? Okay. Dr. Shimp. Okay, where are those bunnies? I need to make some bunnies. That's weird, you burn up everything but the sheep. Like that, I have a feeling that they did that on purpose. Okay, let me see here. Anything else? Or is that way? Actually, I think that's on the other side. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's use this candy cannons to take care of these boxes then. Yeah, they just made his they made his Scarecrow outfit look more terrifying. Or actually more legitimately intimidating. I think they made the sheep inside look a bit more unique. Okay, so we got a lot of levels we can go to now. I'm just trying to kill everything I can first. Feeling that there's something I'm missing here, so I'll come back later. Okay, onward to the first level. Dry Canyon. I remember that a desert level in one of the handheld Spyro games for the GBA, I want to say Season of Fire or Season of Ice, I don't know which. had a desert level, which actually was interesting for me because the population were all skunks. I mean, nothing was made of that fact, but it was kind of cool to see like anthropomorphic skunks as the primary. I think it was Dusty something as the primary inhabitants of one of these lands. So. Hello, rabbits. Huh? Okay, so you can shoot fireballs at me. Also, I like his fire breathing animation now. Ooh, that had to hurt. Also, I think these guys may have originally had normal, like, more realistic guns, if I'm not mistaken. So I remember the creators saying that they weren't actually censoring. I mean, that a lot of the stuff that seems like censoring is more trying to make things look more unique. Like in regards to villains, to the villain factions of the POW. Because I remember them specifically summoning. That would, if I could use that, if that was a power you got for being, if you got a power for being him and that was what it was, I would love that. Okay, let's save you, Conan. Please be dressed like a barbarian.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, he's a knight.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
In all honesty, that was... I love his design. Like, I love that character's design, but if you got a character named Conan, like, come on, dress him like a barbarian. But then again, that might have gotten him in legal trouble. Hello, Rabbit, I need your flower. I need your butterfly. Okay, where was I? I got sidetracked by that egg thief. Like, if I remember right, the explanation was that it's not, they aren't actually, and I think actually with these guys, these weapons are, fairly actually like muskets. But they said that with some of the Norks, they were not censoring their weapons, they were making them actually look more unique. To be fair, a lot, like, to be fair, like, I always do like the idea of, peaceful characters that have a really powerful weapon, and they're given the powerful weapon precisely because you know they're not going to use it without a good reason. Like, out of all the main six, if you had a powerful weapon and you wanted to give it to one of them, like, devastatingly powerful weapon, which one would you give it to? Would you give it to Rainbow Dash? Like, okay, now I might give it to Rainbow Dash after all the character development, but you are using a bird as a weapon. You're on fire now. Yeah, Applejack, I could see that. But Fluttershy, you know she would only use it if she had no choice. I'm guessing Terra Strong somewhere, because Terra Strong is in everything. I have a feeling that that bird is probably thanking me. Oh right, it actually is explained in the beginning of the. So that's where. Oh yeah, now I just remembered something from Legend of Spyro. Like that somehow skipped my mind until now. I knew they were made from gems, but like I just realized that's probably where Malfoy making his second group of minions from gems came from. Because he replaces the apes with Earth-based minions that he makes with a spell. Okay, so which way do I go? I mean, this was the harder area to get to, so logically this is the place I need to go. Which raises a question, does that mean Nasty Nork is the only real Nork? Like, is that what they're implying there? That there are no other Norks except for Nasty and he creates his minions just randomly? I mean, he just creates his minions.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known...
I forget.
Absent-minded dragon with a really big bomb. Oh, it was a vulture. Not to be confused with the vulture, however. Ow. But, you know, getting back to something that I said before, they really need to make a Spyro Generations. Like, I would love a Spyro Generations game. Oh, that's cool. Like, come on, make a Spyro Generations. I don't care if Skylander Spyro's in it or not. Because unless except with Spyro Academy gave him character. But, you know, in the game, what? Okay, I can probably glide over there, but it's going to be risky. Well, to be fair, this is a new Spyro game. I mean, yes, it's a remake of the original, and it doesn't change all that much, but it's a new Spyro game. But, yeah, if Skylander Spyro's in it, well, good, but... Because he does have unique gameplay elements, like, there are unique elements to Skylander Spyro. So, him being in that would be good. Okay, thanks for letting me know that. But... Because Skylander Spyro does have some unique abilities. Like, his moveset does have some unique abilities to it. He doesn't have all the elements, but he does have some unique powers, so... Oh crap, that's going to explode. But... You know, in fact, I'd say Skylander Spyro is probably more unique from the other two as... more unique to the other two than they are to each other. Okay, extra life, good. Yeah, that is a good question. Is like where there need to be more female dragons. I do agree with that. I don't know if this game actually added any female dragons. I think they just took the ones from the names from the originals and gave them like actual unique characters. Okay, anything I'm missing here other than those things? Okay, there's a dragon up there. Like, even in Legend of Spyro, the only female dragon, like, then you do get, Ember. Ember is eventually a thing. I see it, something over there. Yeah, there's the other dragon. Like, Ember is a thing, eventually. Ow. Boris.
Right.
Oh, he has a rattlesnake tail. That's cool.
You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
You know, now that Spyro has a, that Spike can actually fly. Am I the only one? Okay, so this is, so I just went around in a big circle. I'm back to where I was before. Okay. Okay, I need to get over there somehow. Okay, I need to get over there somehow, which is, looks like it's going to be that over there, but I'm not sure if that's far enough. To be fair, I don't imagine that being Princess Alexia. Ramp. Oh, that's cool. Is that true? Is that a really a Don Quixote reference? That's cool. Okay, that's actually really cool. How do I get over there? Oh, and by the way, I already got the egg thief down here. So how do I get back up there? I need to get that last dragon. Like, though on the bright side, I get to get some health back. Also, I will say this: of the three Spyros, the classic Spyro has the worst defense. Because his defense is all from sparks, where the other two Spyros have their own defensive abilities. Glide from the ramp where I found Conan. Dang it, I can't remember which one's Conan now. Well, I remember which one's Conan. I don't remember where he was. Now I don't even remember how I got up there. Oh dear. In fact, I don't even remember how to get out of this place. Well, I got lost. Well, oh, that. Yes, I'd give it to Fluttershy because you know she would not abuse it. Fluttershy is... like, you could trust Fluttershy with something like that. You could not... because you know she would not misuse it. That wasn't Conan. The irony is I've probably got enough dragons to progress, because you don't actually have to have all the dragons to progress. And it's Terra Strong. Oh, is this the ramp?
Hi, Spyro.
You play Dragon. Was this, no, this was Boris. Well, is that the right place? Yeah, there's still a guy. Not safe here. Okay, I must be missing something because... from the platform I was just at to the left. Spyro breathing dry fire while still in the egg. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So I need to glide from right here? Which way do I go? Is this the right place? Do I have to like wrap around the corner or something? So this is the right platform though. I'm on the right platform. Okay. Ah. Yeah, that is actually an interesting thing. Maximum. What do you look like?
Incredible glide, Spyro.
Okay, that's a
Thought
good
I'd be
one.
stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Yep, was that the last one? I think that was the last one. Yeah, that's all the dragons. So now I just have to get over to that one place. Sorry, Rabbit. And yeah, that dragon actually does explicitly say eat the, like, that basically confirms, yeah, the dragons in this game are predators. Which makes perfect sense. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm back to what I was saying before. Spyro, like, I would love a Spyro Generations game, at least just to see the different Spyros interact, if nothing else. Because they each do have a unique personality. There we go. Okay, and got all the gems. So I've 100% completed the level. Incidentally, I was not intending to 100% complete the level. It's just how things happen. But yes, and I will say one thing is kind of interesting. If you actually look at the old games, Ember was never actually, like, Ember's not really intended to, like, everyone shifts Ember and Spyro. I mean, that's the common shift from this era, but, I mean, from these games, but really, they kind of imply Spyro has a different romantic interest, and Ember is more a one-sided crush. It's really, that's more of the competition you would expect. But I won't say who, because this game apparently does some interesting things with it. Like, it apparently adds on to it. But, I mean, if you ship those two, perfectly fine. Yeah, I think that, like, to me, I do like Cinder and Spyro. I actually do like that. But the thing is, Spyro and Cinder and Ember are in completely different universes for starters. There's no Legends Ember, which, to be honest, that would actually have been interesting if they, instead of going with a new character, they'd had turned Ember, and they had made Ember like they done something with her there, but that would be a completely different story. Okay. Cliff Town. I think that's the next one. Because there's Dry Canyon. Let's see the guidebook here. Yeah, it looks like that would be the next one. Oh, I forgot how many levels are in this game. Oh, you can blow a stone pillar up with a cannon. Okay. Okay, where... that I think I can probably block. Nope. Okay, stone pillar, is that it? Oh, near the Dr. Shemp portal, okay. Yeah, that is the thing in Inuyasha. The guy with the guy that would abuse the sword of destruction got the sword of healing, and then because the Inuyasha would have abused it, and then Inuyasha got the other one because he would have abused the sword of the other sword. Again, always like that. Like, I sincerely have always, like, I always like that idea, where it's like, you give the okay, see you later, Pole. We're probably going to go for a while longer at this point. There you are. Oh, hello, Gunnar. Okay, you have a cool design.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Okay, this is a bit more... Ow. Okay, I gotta go. I'm not gonna... Well, I got the... Well, Spyro sacrificed a life to save a baby dragon. I think that's worth something. Really? Oh wait, did I already get... Wait. Ha, you don't even have the egg anymore. I guess a joke on me because that means that I just lost a life for no reason. I mean, I just lost some damage for no reason. Oh well. Okay, now what's over here? Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Like, I've heard of Heroes. Well, the Spyros are different because, well, for starters, personality-wise. Like, personality-wise, original Spyro is a more lighthearted jokester character. Like, well, not jokester, but he's more lighthearted and joking around. He's a bit more hot-blooded. Like, they have very different personalities. Like, this Spyro has a bit more of a cocky, more energetic personality, where Legend Spyro, well, they have the same base motives. Like, base motives-wise, they're very similar. Now, well, here's the thing with Amy Rose versus Ember. Like, with Amy Rose versus Ember, is Sonic has shown that he reciprocates some of Amy Rose's feelings. Like, there's implications that Sonic loves Amy back. You know, that's the thing, is that Sonic is implied to love Amy back. There's never really any implication that Spyro loves Ember back. Now, if you're a fanfic writer, you can do whatever you want, and I could definitely see someone writing things around so that Spyro does reciprocate her feelings. Yeah, all four being in the same universe, that is something else, where Spyro, Cinder, Ember, and Flame are in the same universe. Like, that would be interesting. Now, Flame doesn't have... I think of the four, Flame has the least amount of established personality because he has the least amount of appearances. And Ember's appearances typically give her more to do. Like, Ember's appearances have given her more dialogue. So she has a bit more character than... established character than Flame. Okay, you are a cowboy. But the thing is, like, it would be very interesting just to see them interact. Oh, okay, she wanted to cook me. Alright. But yeah, like, and to be honest, there's one character in my Spyro New Dawn fanfic that I wish I'd made Flame. But... at least I think that was his name, right? Flame. I can't remember. Part of me wants to say that's not his name, but I'm pretty sure that's his name. Well, I think that makes up for the sheep not getting burned because they just crumbled to ash. But yeah, seeing all four in the same universe would be interesting. Just seeing how Cinder and Ember interact would be interesting. Like, that's one of the reasons I wanted to put Ember in my New Dawn story and make it so her and Cinder aren't instant enemies. Like, there's one thing I hate is that a lot of stories that put Ember and Cinder in the same universe have Cinder be the villain. I mean, have one of them be the villain and the other Spyro's true love interest. Essentially, you know, kind of making one character the villain. Like, there's this one really stupid one that I don't know if anyone even cares about anymore, where Ember was made into this big, bad, almost complete monster character. Okay, that is a cool...
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
I don't know. Also, I love that guy's hammer. I don't know what species they are. Speaking of which... Okay, I gotta get close enough to flame blast him. But yeah, I don't know what species they are. I don't think Spyro knows what species they are. In all honesty, like, it'd be interesting, like, we don't see what they look like, so it'd be kind of interesting for them to, like, take their own spin on it and maybe give them a design when you hit them with your fire breath that takes that cloak off of them. Okay, there's another dragon egg. Okay, so these guys are immune to fire. Okay. Good to know after getting stabbed. Well, yeah, they're obviously based off Jawas. Like, they definitely look like it. And, yeah, I'm definitely saying that makes up for the sheep not being burned, that those things just, like, disintegrate into ash. I think we can definitively say that those things are not like that that the sheep don't get burned out of censorship. Because we just burned some frilled lizards to ash. But back to the three Spyros being different. Legend Spyro is more serious. Like, he's still heroic, mind you, but... Like, he's still, like, all three of them are heroic. That's their core thing. But Legend Spyro is a bit more serious. Classic Spyro is a bit more happy, is a bit more energetic, and a bit more of a snarky character. And a bit more of the rush headlong into the situation sort of character. But then Skylander Spyro is a bit more absent-minded than the other two. At least from the series, like... Ow. At least from what I have seen of Skylanders, he kind of combines traits of both of them, but he's a bit... he's kind of more like classic Spyro than Legend Spyro, personality-wise. But he still seems a bit more ditzy to a degree. The ditzy's not really the word. Like, I'm trying to think of what the right word is. Okay, I can get over there. I know I can. But, let's get rid of you first. Like, they're all three heroic for the sake of heroic. I think that Skylander Spyro has a bit more of an ego. Yeah, there's a dragon over there. I definitely have to get over there. But I think Skylander Spyro has a bit more of an ego to him. And Skylander Spyro also has, he's primarily fire, where the other two Spyros get multiple elements. But his fire powers typically have different characters. Enzo. Like Heartless, who change costumes for different worlds. Well, looks similar. In the original, I don't think they did.
Why don't you glide there and find out?
You guys are basically telling me, yes, I can glide over there. Okay. Okay, will I make it? Will I make it? Yes, okay. But yeah, they do kind of I think they actually upped the amount of change between worlds. Yeah, okay, I thought I got it right. Something in my brain was saying, no, you've got it wrong, but I was pretty sure I got it right. But yeah, it would be interesting to see all four in one universe. Like, again, I had Ember existing in the same universe as Cinder precisely because I got a trophy there, but I can't look at it because I paused the recording. I must have killed every single bird in the level. That's probably what it was. And let's free this dragon.
Marco. You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Okay, what would you like to see them... What would I like to see them do? I would like to see, like... Let me think. I'm trying to think of off the top of my head what I would do. I would kind of like to see a like something that kind of shows both the classic and Legends fans a bit of love. Because I like classic Spyro and I like Legends Spyro. But the thing is, there's a lot of people, like, there's a lot of divide there, so you kind of have to please both sides. Which, with his backstory, that's kind of what they... Yeah, you'd think that, but apparently that's not how it works in this universe. But, like, Skylander Spyro is meant to sort of be between the two of them. Like, he's sort of meant to be a bridge between the two. Because he's got kind of a gestalt backstory of the two of them. Like, he's, you know, Legendary Purple Dragon, like the original, like Legend Spyro, where he's but he's got more of a upbeat, energetic personality compared to, like, the new one. Like, the original, like the classic one. So, I think the personality that they gave, like, something similar to what they're doing with Skylander Spyro would be good. But, make it about him. Like, that's the big thing. Make it about him, because, yes, Skylanders Academy makes it about Spyro. And it makes it about Cinder, and, you know, that's good, but at the same time, the game doesn't. Like, the game never, like, the Skylanders game says Spyro's adventure, but it's not his adventure. Also, I just realized I could go over there. It's called, like, the original Skylanders was called Spyro's Adventure, but Spyro was just one playable character. The one that came with the game, yes, but he's not any more important than any of the other characters. So, that could actually be interesting, actually do a Skylanders game that actually has Spyro as the main protagonist, but that kind of defeats the purpose of Skylanders, which is collect them all! So... Yes, got that. So I think that's the thing that you'd have to do, is make something that benefits both the class, the legends, and the... Okay, did I get all the dragons? Yes, I did. I did not get all the gems in this level, but I'm not really trying to, so... I think that's what you'd have to do. As for who the villain would be, that's the thing, like, Spyro does not have one set main rogue. Yeah, he likes burning sheep, but that is true. He does like burning sheep. But, yeah, you definitely have to have burning sheep. That's kind of a necessity. Okay, seriously, I don't know exactly how I need to save. Like, I honestly don't. Well, no, apparently you saved by changing levels, so... You know, I'm going to do one more level and then I think we'll call it a night. Because these levels are short. I think the next level is down here. Like, that's what I was saying. Ripto is kind of... Yeah, it should probably be someone new because, like, you know, Cortex is Crash Bandicoot's main villain. Robotnik is Sonic's main villain. Bowser is Mario's main villain. Like, most iconic video game characters have one main villain. And I think some of the classic... You know what, actually, here's an interesting idea. The Sorceress and Malfor as the main villains. Because those are the, like... Those are the two most, like, vile villains Spyro has. Now, yes, Skylanders makes Malfor kind of more funny, but he's still menacing. But, like, Skylanders Academy does make him more menacing. Like, more comical. But like, they have a reason to team up because Malfor wants revenge on the dragon, Sorceress wants her... I'm debating whether or not to mention what Sorceress's plan is, because we're going to be getting to Year of the Dragon eventually. So, I'm not sure if I should mention her plan. Yeah, he has replacement wings, like that. Which, again, given what Sorceress's plan is, I can kind of see that being horrible.
Like me, before charging those large enemies.
Here's the thing, like, yeah, that could work. Like, the thing is, like, with Spyro, you've got people who like certain villains, so I can see the point. Now, in my theoretical Spyro Generations game idea, Spyro, like, Malfor and Sorceress being the main villains would definitely work. Again, I'm not sure if I should actually mention what Sorceress's plan is, because we're going to be getting to Year of the Dragon eventually. I don't know if I can reach that, and I don't want to fall to my doom. But Sorceress is, like, I guess Dr. Shimp is the boss of the... is the level boss, I'm assuming. But I can't remember. I want to say that's the level boss. I don't remember. I know that someone's going to say, well, you're not a true Spyro fan if you can't remember. I haven't played the Spyro the Dragon in a very long time. Like, once we get to Ripto's Rage, what was it? Ripto's Rage, I got it mixed up for a second there with the Crash Bandicoot Spyro crossover, where I think Ripto was the villain of Crash's story. But of course, everyone says like, "Ooh, Total." Oh, an archer dragon.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Ripto is off. Like once we get to Ripto's rage, I'll be able to more accurately remember the game. Okay, there's actually the key. We'll come back to that, but like that's the problem with playing an old game you haven't done in a while. Ow. Well, that guy's having a bad day. How does it feel to be the one falling down the bottomless pits instead of the platformer hero? But yeah, I'll remember way more once we get to Ripto's Rage because I've actually played that one recently. But yeah, that's kind of like there's a lot of interesting things involving Spyro. There really is. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Like. And it really irks me that it took this long for them to make a new Spyro game. Like, really, Legend of Spyro was...
Thank you for releasing me.
I admit, I love that they gave unique designs to these characters that are only going to appear for like 5 seconds. Because these, like, that's the thing, the dragons you're rescuing are only there for a couple seconds before they're gone, so... That actually is a kind of impressive amount of effort. Okay, I'll run. Give me a second.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
He does come back in, I think, the game with Red. I'm pretty sure he returns in the game where Red's the main villain. And actually, in the sequel I want to eventually do for Legend of Spyro: A New Dawn, he actually does appear as a main villain. They're not the main villain. He's still a he's still a minion of Red. But that was the idea that I originally had. It's one of those things, like, I wanted to do more, like, this Spyro series of fanfics, but then college happened. Hello, enjoy the pit. But it's just one of those things, like, yeah, you think, like, I think the thing is, it was one of those things where they wanted to do different things. And to be fair, all of Spyro's original rogues original rogues, like Nork, Ripto, and the Sorceress, all are very different. Yeah, I can get over there somehow. I just don't want to die falling into shit. Oh, that's interesting. When you're on low when you're on low health, Spark looks tired. That's kind of cool. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Ragnar.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Okay, that's all the dragons, so... You know, I do wonder how that guy feels when it's just like a random dragon just jumps out of nowhere and fire breathes him in the face. Yeah, I like that too. That's a cool little feature. You know, funny story about when I was playing Legend of Spyro, the second one, Eternal Night. Because the original Spyro has no health upgrades. Like, there's no way to really upgrade your health in the old games. In A Legend of Spyro, Eternal Night, there are health and magic upgrades. And essentially, I went through the whole game thinking they were just like, you know, collectibles. They were they were permanent health and, they were permanent health and magic upgrades. And I completely skipped them. I feel and then I didn't realize that until, like, I was almost to fighting Gull. So, it's like... Oops, okay. I need to remember that I don't pull back, I have to press the triangle. But yeah, that's my embarrassing little story about that. Shoot, does that even get me anywhere? I don't think that actually does it. That doesn't accomplish anything. Like, I just want to go back and get that key. And I know exactly where it is. But yeah, that happened. Like, that was a thing that I did once that was really stupid. Like, and that's the thing, you, like, in this game you can backtrack. Like, in this game you're allowed to you can backtrack. In the Legend of Spyro trilogy, you really can't. And I will say this, I hope this does lead to the Legend of Spyro trilogy getting its own remake. I would really like that. Because those games have aged, like, visually they've aged considerably better because, of course, they're newer games. I'm not really trying for 100%, I just wanted to get this key. Sorry. But... oh, right, that's where I was. Rain.exe has stopped functioning for a second. But I would really like to see the Legend of Spyro trilogy get its own remake because of this. Because the games have aged much better than the original Spyro trilogy because, of course, they're, you know, newer generation games. But I feel like some of the stuff in those games could be a lot better if you gave them the graphical upgrade that this game got. Because the Destroyer in 3, that's a big one. Like the Destroyer in number 3. Okay, where was this? Oh wait, I know where this was. Okay. But I feel like there's things in the Legend of Spyro trilogy that would make a remake of those games worthwhile. And how do I even get up there? I like the third Legends game. Like, I don't give it... I don't... Like, I'm one of those people that... You'll find that my opinion of when it comes to video games is if you like something, fine. If you don't like it, also fine. But if I like it, I like it. And I really could care less if other people don't. But I can completely understand that you don't... that if you didn't like it. How did I don't know. I'm kind of... I got me lost. I don't remember where those poles are. But like the thing is, well, if you meant the like video quality, I mean the image quality, I can definitely agree with that. Because again, games are one of those mediums that I feel remakes are more or at least HD remakes or remasters are more logical to do than say movies. Daikatana. I'm trying to... that game sounds so familiar. Also worth noting is that, what was it? My brain is not wanting to work right now. I don't... Oh, right here. That's what you meant. There we go. Thank you for... Okay, there we go. But... I feel the Legends games deserve a remake, too, if you're going to do the classic trilogy. Well, that didn't go well. I do like that reigniting thing. That's actually cool. Okay, maybe it was a rip-off of the Battle of Helm's Deep, but... By the way, there's this one guy on YouTube that accused the Legend of Spyro trilogy of just being Lord of the Rings with Spyro, and I don't agree with that. Because... Ah, okay. I've heard of Daikatana. I had never actually played it or anything, so that's cool. But yes, there are references to Lord of the Rings, but I wouldn't say that the Legend of Spyro trilogy is a rip-off of Lord of the Rings by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so there it's saved right there. Well, yeah, he was voiced by Frodo. Like in Legend of Spyro, yes, he's voiced by Frodo, but hey, 1,992 gems. That's my birth date. I mean, that's my birth year. I was born in 1992. I have now shown you my age. I have now explained my age. Is this this? I think is the boss, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the boss. I'm probably younger than a lot of you thought I was, well, in all honesty. Dr. Shimp is the boss, if I'm not mistaken, right? The speedways? Oh. Whoops. Like I said, I'm not trying to 100% the game, though. But is this the boss fight? If it's the boss, then I'll do the boss, and that'll be the end of the night, so we finished 2 worlds. like how when you hit them, they bounce off of things. I just find that so amusing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the boss, so we'll do this, and if it is the boss level, we'll do it. Yeah, this is the boss level, so we'll do this, and then we'll be done for the night. Oh, that's an eclipse. I just noticed that. That's cool. Okay, now I need to perfect this if I want to get the skill point. I don't really... Okay, then! The Battle of the City at the beginning of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, I guess. Well, these guys are Norks, but I have a feeling these guys are Lemmings. And yes, for the record, I know Lemmings don't actually do that. Ow. Okay. But, yeah, it's like, I get the reference to Lord of the Rings, but the thing is, there's, like, yes, you could say Malfoy is similar to Sauron, and he kind of is, but at the same time, Malfoy, for one, is the ultimate evil. There's no Morgoth, or Morgoth. Now, yes, in the movies, we don't get to see we don't get any reference to Morgoth. I don't think in the movies we get much reference at all to the fact Sauron was the minion of a even bigger Dark Lord. I don't think that anyway in the Peter Jackson movie. By the way, speaking of Peter Jackson, has anyone seen the trailers for that? What was it called? Immortal Engine, I believe is what it was called, or Eternal Engine movie that's coming out. Oh, okay. Has anyone seen the trailers for that? It looks really cool. Uh-oh. It actually looks really cool. Basically, imagine a post-apocalyptic world where cities... I like Malfoy. Like, no, I don't think he's a dummy. Like, I liked Malfoy. I think if you only watch the third game, like, there's not, like, there's a bunch of stuff with Malfoy. Like, I think Malfoy... Okay, I'm not doing that. I have not played Witcher 3, so I really don't know what it is. The thing with Malfour is I felt he did it better than Sombra did because one... Okay, I don't really care what's over there. So keep losing lives over it. Yeah, you gotta give Nork credit. He invented a lot of really creative moves. Like, Nork is a very creative guy for a... Like, he might not be the smartest tool in the shed, but at least he's at least creative. Trondo.
Dr. Shem thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't really have the pay. Like, I'm not really invested enough in getting 100% to on a live stream to keep rushing because one, I don't want to keep just keep you guys just over and over. Okay, I see what I gotta do. Dude, if you're gonna bother wearing armor, make sure to cover your back. Like, please, next time make sure to cover your butt. For your sake and mine. Okay, he's actually a bit more... Okay, I know what it is. There we go. Like, seriously, dude, I could have gone without seeing your butt. Okay, I see what I gotta do. I keep falling off. Okay, what did he do that annoys you? To be fair, Malfour really does... basically, the attack on the city is just a game to Malfour. Like, that's the thing. The attack on the city at the beginning is basically a game to Malfour. Well, here's the thing. Malfour does not care about winning the city. Like, this Battle of the City is kind of just a game to Malfour, because Malfour's true plan at that point is to awaken the Destroyer and destroy the world, which he's going to do anyway. Like, the attack on the city has absolutely nothing to do with the Destroyer. Like, he doesn't even need to actually attack the city at all. And another thing is, Malfour wanted to corrupt Spyro. He really did. Like, and if he somehow destroyed the city, he probably would not have had the chance to do that. But the thing is, like, Malfor's big plan was to awaken the Destroyer and destroy the world, which the city did not have anything to do with that. Like, he could have lost the city entirely, and he still would have won.
Found so much stolen treasure. Hop aboard for the Magic Crafters World.
Okay, we're gonna head to the Magic Crafters World, and then once we get there, that'll be the end of the live stream. Also, since XX is watching from the beginning of the stream, can someone tell him that the stream is about to end? But he can keep watching? Well, at least this is where the stream... I think it won't kick him off, though. But he just won't see that the stream is over. But so far, loving this game. Like, I really do love this game. Okay. Sparks looks creepier now, but he's still adorable. Oh, he's got little dragon legs. I did not notice that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And next week will be Okame. So next week we'll be watching Okame. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're watching this on the archive, make sure to do that. See you guys next time. Well, Wednesday for Spider-Man, next Saturday for Okame. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.